What if the thing keeping you from wealth isn't a missing idea, but a missing decision? Dennis says most never begin. They drown in committees, forecasts, and Jeremiahs. Knowing isn't doing. Start before the echoes of doubt return. If you're young and broke, that's an edge. Nothing to lose, stamina to spare. Instincts unpoisoned by that can't be done. Conventional wisdom is often right, but when it's wrong it leaves a gap big enough to walk a fortune through. Your first win isn't cash, it's momentum. Today's move: pick the niche where money already flows, set a hard date, and take an irrevocable step. First shipment ordered, first 10 pitches sent. Myth 1. People accidentally get rich doing what they love. Rare. The self-made worked like demons at what the market pays for. Myth 2. A great idea makes you rich. Ideas are cheap. Perfect execution pays. Myth 3. You can't do it now. Human nature hasn't changed, only the excuses. Do the arithmetic. Huge chunks of the population aren't even in the race. No desire, government careers, health/age limits. Your real odds improve the moment you commit. Action items. Stop waiting for inspiration. Choose a cash-flowing corner where incumbents are sloppy, and move while others measure. The 800-pound gorilla is fear of failure. It shows up as meetings, delays, and we need a committee. Dennis calls committees cul-de-sacs where ideas are lured and strangled. Better a prompt call, right or wrong, than elegant paralysis. Example from his own record. He was talked out of launching a computer magazine by a well-meaning gatekeeper. A rival launched, Dennis later had to buy in for £1 million, the cost of hesitation. Practical loop. 1. Frame the gamble you can live with. 2. Make the call. 3. If wrong, correct fast. 4. Write the anti-repeat rule, so the mistake doesn't recur. Capital isn't granted to the worthy. It's wrestled from the wary. Ask, pester, trade only what you must, because equity is blood. Ownership, ownership, ownership is the law. Wages make you comfortable. Equity makes you rich. Debt can be useful. Loss of control is fatal. In negotiation, decide your walk away first. Use silence, deadlines, and alternatives. When you win a concession, stop talking. When the engine turns, delegate for real. Hire people brighter than you at what you hate. Give authority with accountability, then get out of their lane. Reward key players with a slice of the pie tied to measurable impact, not to flattery or tenure. Expansion is vanity. Profit is sanity. Say no like a professional. More products and offices don't matter if cash doesn't thicken. Expect whoops, events, legal shocks, supply breaks, partner splits. Build cushions. Cash reserves, backups, documentation, and redundancies. Endgame choices are 2. Exit or endurance. If you hold, learn to stay rich. Low debt, boring profits, thoughtful tax planning, and the humility to avoid trophies that bleed you at night. Money won't make you happy, it buys time and options. If that's the prize, aim at it directly. Set enough. Then have the courage to stop. Today's line to write and act on. I will build specific venture to profit/valuation by date by doing price I'll pay. Read it each morning, ship one hard move before noon, and let momentum compound. Here's Dennis's drumbeat in print. Ownership, ownership, ownership. Wages make you comfortable. Equity makes you rich. He even points out that the engine of his fortune was owning executed ideas, corporate intellectual property, not just working on them. If you must part with pieces, do it only when it truly expands the pie. Practical moves. Build assets you can own, IP, distribution, brand. Keep control where possible and trade slices only for capability that accelerates revenue, not for applause. Remember, even Dennis calls ownership philosophically absurd because we can't take anything with us, so don't chase trophies. Chase leverage. You don't chase luck, you make room for it. Sweat, practice, and speed of execution raise your odds. Ideas are cheap, execution pays. As Dennis puts it, the more that you practice, the harder you sweat, the luckier you get. Execution's the key. When fortune shows up, act. Take the bounty, move fast, and don't romanticize it. Prepare for luck but don't go hunting it. Be bold, stop whining, and stay the course. It's easier to apologize than to get permission. Treat the quest for wealth as a game, play hard, then pass the ball when you've scored. Serious negotiations matter, but most haggling is theater. Real outcomes are decided by the balance of weakness. Who needs the deal less usually wins. If you negotiate out of fear, you are not negotiating. Reserve big pushes for serious occasions. Otherwise, manage, decide, and move. Drop the mythology. Most of us aren't natural deal makers. Don't enter talks intoxicated by the game. Keep leverage by reducing your need, widening options, and being willing to walk. In greed versus need, greed usually wins, so shrink your need. Control is the engine of compounding. Dennis hammers it 3 times for a reason. Wealth came from owning executed ideas, not from renting your time. Corporate intellectual ownership, names that own what's built, was the foundation of my own wealth. He admits the paradox. Ownership is philosophically absurd, we can't take it with us. But precisely that detachment makes it a game you can play well. See wealth building as gameplay, not identity, and you may have the calm to hold and the clarity to sell. You can't scale if everything flows through you. Don't try to do it all yourself. Teach others to delegate. Then wire incentives to outcomes. Give capable people a slice so they think like owners. When talent shares upside, you buy speed, loyalty, and better decisions. Dennis is blunt. Predators, those who take initiative, are lucky most of their lives. Build a team of predators by letting them eat what they kill. Kill committees while you're at it. A committee is a cul-de-sac down which ideas are lured and quietly strangled. Debate can clarify the next step, but it can't remove risk, decide and move. Dennis is ruthless about one thing. Action beats elegant delay. Committees? A cul-de-sac down which ideas are lured and quietly strangled. Debate can clarify a next step, but it can't remove risk. Prompt decisions, right or wrong, are healthier than prevarication. The real enemy is fear of failure. Knowing you're afraid isn't enough because knowing isn't doing. His own regret. Times he retreated to safety and abandoned a launch others later proved viable. Your playbook from this book. 1. Make the call. 2. Move. 3. Correct fast. 4. Write the rule that prevents the sequel. Then, when it works, own what you build. Now, drop one line in the comments. What irrevocable step will you take before noon tomorrow? E.g., pitch, ship, hire, cut. If this helped, like the video and subscribe for more no-fluff breakdowns you can play while you work. Expansion flatters. Profit saves. Overhead wants to walk on 2 legs. So keep it lean, protect cash, and remember, profit is sanity. When fear and blame creep in, don't hide behind more talk or another study group. Knowing isn't doing. Say, let's do it, or let's forget it, and live with the outcome. To stay rich, keep the habits that made you rich. Quick decisions, slow changes. Focus over fashion. Duck when needed. The endgame is durability. Guard ownership, prune distractions, and keep playing the game like a pro. Then wire incentives to outcomes. Give capable people a slice so they think like owners. When talent shares upside, you buy speed, loyalty, and better decisions. Dennis is blunt. Predators, those who take initiative, are lucky most of their lives. Build a team of predators by letting them eat what they kill. Kill committees while you're at it. A committee is a cul-de-sac down which ideas are lured and quietly strangled. Debate can clarify the next step, but it can't remove risk, decide and move.